The Chief Justice will be the presiding officer if the official being impeached is the President.
Yep.
But this time,
Senate President lang.
the Senate President will preside because the impeachable official concerned is the Vice President.
So ma'am, may chance bang mangyari yung sinabi ng isang senador, Robin Padilla, sabi niya, tungkulin daw nila sa minorya na umopose. Kaya nga the opposition eh. Exactly yun ang kanyang words na ginamit. Pwede bang mangyari yun na magbotohan yung senador? Ayaw namin ng impeachment. Mas marami kaming umaayaw. Pwede bang mangyari yun?
So we respect Senator Robin Padilla, no? But in the absence of reason, of basis, why the impeachment court should not be convened, I think it will be very difficult to understand why they will move not to convene. Dapat ilatag muna nila ano bang dahilan. Kung ang Supreme Court nga, to this date, they're not issuing TRO, they're not issuing an injunction, he should give us opportunity to hear first. Ano bang dahilan nyo why you are against convening the impeachment court? Because his reason, na just because they are opposition, they will be going against convening the impeachment court or going against the impeachment. That's very difficult to understand. This is a political exercise. What is at stake is the best interest of the sovereign Filipino people. Since this is a political exercise, of course, we anticipate that there will be members of the House who are against the findings of the Justice Committee. So they will be making manifestations, they will be raising questions, perhaps on constitutionality and the manner of appreciation of evidence. We anticipate all this. And I think that's part of due process, so that there will be thorough deliberation before the voting on the approval of the committee report.
Ma'am, gaano magiging lenient at maunawain yung liderato ng Kamara sakaling yung target natin na numero ay hindi ma-achieve? Magre-resulta ba ito dun sa posibleng rigudon sa membership at leadership ng mga major committees? Even speakership for that matter.
I cannot speak for the leadership, no? Pero gaano ba ka-lenient ang leadership? Well, I think everybody understands naman that this is a political exercise. There are a lot of national parties in the House. So, tingin ko naman even the leadership is anticipating that there will be some members of the House, we do not know the number, who will not be supportive of the Justice Committee. As to whether this will result to the reorganization of the leadership, perhaps let's wait and see kung anong mangyayari.
Yung konteksto sa tanong ko na ito, ma'am, ay dahil alam naman natin na yung mayorya ngayon sa Kamara ay binubuo ng coalition of political parties. Nakikita po ba natin na pagkatapos nitong historic na botohan na ito sa Lunes, nakikita ba natin yung pagtalon ng mga ibang dating kabilang dun sa majority coalition papunta dun sa opposition?
I am very much conservative in my approach in this political exercise, and it has never been my practice really to preempt things from even before they happen, no? So, I really cannot comment if ever there will be House members who will be transferring from one party to another after the result of voting on these articles of impeachment.
Sige ma'am, medyo i-rephrase ko lang ng konti yung tanong. Baka makakuha kami ng sagot. Ma'am, alam naman natin na nakakati ang House generally sa minority at majority. Pag bumoto ka sa speaker, yung nanalong speaker, you are...
Important concerns which are being voted upon in the plenary. This is just one constitutional process where the decision, the positions of the House members will be solicited. Ako, from my end, I don't think that this will immediately result to transferring to the minority.
Ma'am, kayo po yung lawyer, so magaling po kayo sa semantics. Sabi nyo, this is just the one. Hindi ho ba, this is the one?
Yeah, I understand and I recognize that this is a very important political process, no? But there are other policies, issues which are being voted upon, which are equally important to this political process as well, no? So, tingin ko naman, hindi naman ito lang yung magiging consideration ng leadership in deciding with respect to the perceived reorganization, should I say, after this political exercise.
Ma'am, since you will defend the articles of impeachment, tama ba na ang kasunod kong inference, kayo ang magiging lead ng prosecution team?
That's another matter which I cannot preempt, no? Well, of course, I acknowledge na back in 19 Congress, tayo po ay bahagi ng prosecution panel. But this is a different situation already. We do not know whether we will be elected. And let me make it clear to the viewing public, ang pagiging taga-usig po, being one of the prosecutors, we do not volunteer. We will be elected by the plenary. So first and foremost, I don't know if we will be elected to join the prosecution panel, no? And as to whether we will be considered to lead, I cannot preempt that as well.
Pero meron ng names na nagka-crop up sa prosecution panel?
Since I presided the Justice Committee, I took the initiative of volunteering names of justice members who have correct appreciation of the case. Mahalaga po na ang tatayong taga-usig or prosecutors ay lubos na nauunawaan ang kaso. And
Tsaka dapat lawyers.
well, under the rules, wala po tayong ganyang requirement. If we examine the rules of impeachment, even the rules of the Senate, they do not require that the prosecutor should be members of the bar. No, wala pong ganyang requirement.
Even the judges.
Yes, and we've seen that in the past impeachment processes, no? Kaya lang, since alam po natin that ang pupuntahan nito ay trial, I think it is a reasonable position to say na between a lawyer and a non-lawyer, lawyers have better appreciation of these impeachment complaints.
Mama, ang question ko po sa inyo, kayo quote-unquote, magbebenta ng articles of impeachment. Ayaw pala gamit salita magbebenta. Kayo ang magtutulak, magpupursige na ma-approve sa plenary. Kayo ang chairman ng Committee on Justice. So, I suppose kayo yung pinaka-knowledgeable at this point. Di ba ma'am, pag nagtagumpay at binotohan ito ng nakararami o ng sapat na bilang, ang tagumpay dapat na doon sa trabaho ng ang pasasalamat nasa sa Committee on Justice. Pag hindi naman ito nakalusot sa plenaryo, liliman po ang bumoto o 55, ay sigurado po ako kayong sisisihin. So hindi ba ma'am, it goes without saying, dapat kayo na rin yung lead prosecutor?
Let's leave it up to the plenary, no? And ako, confident po ako in my capacity as Justice Chair, napakahuhusay po ng taga-Justice Committee. They really have the correct, accurate appreciation of the case, including the evidence in support of the different articles of impeachment, which now are 4 only, no? Confidential fund, unexplained wealth, bribery, threat. That's how we consolidated the different grounds of impeachment, no? And to conclude my point, regardless of what will happen in the plenary vote, I can honestly say that I am very much thankful to all the justice members for the job well done. I commend them for their appreciation, the correct appreciation of the case which I observed since day one until we voted on the approval of the committee report. Perhaps some may not be observing, ang chairman po ng Justice Committee, I never voted in the so many concerns that we voted on in the Justice Committee, no? I was just observing how the justice members vote. And indeed, I do commend them for their correct appreciation of everything that we resolved before the Justice Committee. Ang daming beses po nilang bumoto. One is on the form, next is on substance, third is on the ground, and fourth is on probable cause. And I really commend how they appreciated both the arguments and the evidence which guided them in voting on these 4 important questions before the Justice Committee.
Ano yung magiging role ng private prosecutors as compared to yung prosecutors ng Justice Committee?
Well, just on the assumption na makalusot po ito sa plenary, no? Because this is my first time also to participate in an impeachment, if ever, in the trial. Ang nakikita ko po sa ordinary criminal case hearing, the private prosecutor must always be under the control and supervision of the public prosecutor, which means that the public prosecutors should always be the lead, and the private prosecutors can assist. We checked also what happened during the Corona impeachment. Ang sabi ni then presiding officer, JPE, Juan Ponce Enrile, yung mga parliamentary concerns must be done by the public prosecutors. But the private prosecutors can participate both in the direct and in the cross-examination.
Ma'am, yung Senado, for lack of better term, ay kilalang kuta ng mga masugid na taga-suporta ng pangalawang Pangulo. Do you think when the trial starts, dadalo ang pangalawang Pangulo dito, bagay na hindi niya ginawa sa kabila ng napakaraming imbitasyon ng inyong komite?
I wish to believe na dadating ang Vice Presidente. Why? Not only because of what you said na ito yung kuta ng mga kakampi, no? But because this is her last opportunity to present her evidence. And if she will be missing this opportunity, then we have reason to believe na baka nga mag-result ito sa conviction. I think she should participate fully this time to be able to present her evidence, counter the evidence of the prosecution, dahil wala pa naman pong judgment. This trial may result to conviction, but it may also result to acquittal, depending on the evidence which will be presented by the defense. Because we've seen already the complainant's evidence, no? We've seen them already. They were enough to sustain probable cause, but as to whether they are enough to sustain conviction, it depends on the defense evidence which will be presented. Pero kung hindi maglalatag ng ebidensya ang depensa, we can actually anticipate the appreciation of the senator judges that the complainant's evidence might be sufficient to support conviction. because it will remain unrebutted kung walang maglalatag ng ebidensya from the defense. Napakahirap po nun. Kahit po sa ordinary court proceeding, pag naglatag ng ebidensya ang complainant, walang nilatag ang depensa, yun pong ebidensya ng complainant, we consider it unrebutted, unquestioned, no? In which case, there's a big chance of appreciation by whoever will resolve the case.
Ma'am, all the charges leveled against the Vice President are now in the open. Gusto lang namin kunin yung opinion nyo bilang isang batikan at hinahangaan na manananggol. What could be her strongest defense at this point?
Mas maganda siguro sa depensa itanong yan. To be very honest with you, I'm totally clueless. And even if I put myself in the shoes of the defense, I would really find it very difficult how to establish my defense. Having seen the evidence presented by the complainant already, most especially the AMLAC report vis-a-vis the SALN.
Itong impeachment, isang polarizing exercise. Pero even before this impeachment proceedings, polarized na ang ating lipunan eh. Polarized din yung Senado. Nabanggit niyo yung corona trial, ganun din naman ng panahon ng corona trial eh. Polarized na ang Senate, polarized ang lipunan, for or kontra corona. Pero yung boto, tatatlo ang natira for corona. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, ma'am, yung ganun bang sitwasyon ay pwedeng mangyari muli?
Well, ang daming factors which can actually change the position of the senator judges, no? Well, in fact, medyo unfair nga na parang piniprejudge na natin yung position ng mga senator judges. As you can see, none of them is commenting on the merits of the impeachment complaint, on the articles of impeachment rather, because they are very much conscious that as senator judges, they need to be impartial, they need to be independent. And that is why, apart from political affiliation, the prosecution really have this huge task of presenting the evidence very well, no? Because even if your political affiliation is with the Vice President, if the evidence is so overwhelming that even the general public is already supportive of conviction, how can an ally of the Vice President vote against conviction? If it is seen by the general public, it might cause his own political interest. That's why evidence is very important. Alam po natin na merong existing political affiliation ang ating mga senador. But I am confident that they will be very, very cautious in casting their vote, in deciding on the impeachment, depending on the strength of the evidence which will be presented. Because at the end of the day, sila kasama sa huhusgahan. If they vote against the evidence, and the evidence is so overwhelming, it might cost their political interest.
So, ma'am, we are hoping for enlightened self-interest ng mga senator judges?
I think so. I think so. Just like the members of the House, no? That's how I appreciate it, no? Co-consider nila yung evidence, co-consider nila yung political affiliation, but at the end of the day, ang mananaig sa kanila, the best interest of the Filipino people. Which means that kung ano ang matimbang sa sambayan ng Pilipino, I think they will go for that.
Kung magkaroon na unexpected turn of events, na merong mag-move sa ilang senators na stop ng trial? What can they do?
Dapat may basis.
Run to the Supreme Court, gano'n?
Well, we do not want to anticipate a situation na just because of political affiliation, they will be moving to stop the impeachment trial. They will be moving not to convene the impeachment court. Dapat may basis. As a matter of fact, we should remember there are, I think, 4 petitions pending before the Supreme Court. All of them are questioning the constitutionality of the proceeding before the House. But to this date, wala naman pong TRO. Wala naman pong injunction. Which means so far, they have not seen any violation of the rules, the Constitution, and the decisions of the Supreme Court in as far as impeachment process is concerned. No? So I hope that the senators will be mindful of the importance of this political exercise. As a matter of fact, there's a specific article in the Constitution dedicated for impeachment. So, the decision of whether to stop or not should not be based solely on political affiliation. Let the people hear. Ano bang dahilan? Bakit gusto mo itong ipatigil? May question ka ba ng unconstitutionality? Are you mindful that there are petitions already pending before the Supreme Court? In the absence of reason, sufficient basis for a motion to stop convening the impeachment court, baka, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, it might cost the political interest of the senator already. Because I think survey now about having the impeachment trial is very much in favor of proceeding to Senate for trial. Which means, ang gusto ng Pilipinong nakararami ay magkaroon ng tamang paglilitis dito sa impeachment na ito.
Ma'am, help us understand more. Kasi may nagsasabing ang Supreme Court daw masyadong overreaching. Overacting nga, sabi ng mga non-lawyers. Ang tanong ko po sa inyo, ano ho ba talaga yung ibig sabihin ng 3 co-equal branches ng ating government? Kung ang Supreme Court ay aakto ng ganun, pinasukan yung usapin ng impeachment, pinatigil ang impeachment, mukhang the gods of Padre Faura must be that supreme. Yung courtesy naman, kung nakabati lang po sa courtesy yung pagiging co-equal, yung budget ng Supreme Court, kahit alam niyo may 20% dyan, bakante yung mga pwesto. And yet, hindi nyo iniisa-isa kung magkano talagang ginagasto sa sweldo. At the end of the fiscal year, dinedeklarang savings, tapos pinaghahati-hatian bilang bonus. Pero hindi ini-scrutinize ng mga kongresistang budget ng Supreme Court in the name of respect and being co-equal. Pero parang yata nare-reciprocate yung equal respect na binabagay. So, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, ano ba talaga pinagbabatayan para maging co-equal? Kasi kung pahintuin ng Supreme Court yan, ano gagawin? Sabi ni Senator Tito Soto, trabaho namin to . Imagine yung Senate President, pinagpapaliwanag ng Supreme Court doon sa kanyang comment na ginawa niya bilang Senate President at bilang Senador. Ma'am, your explanation please.
Well, of course, we adhere to the principle of separation of power na ang executive ang tagapagpatupad, ang legislative ang tagagawa ng batas, ang legislative din ang taga-dinig ng impeachment process na ito. Initiation belongs to the lower house. Trial and judgment belongs to the Senate. At ang hudikatura naman, ang taga-interpret at resolve ng lahat ng mga issues concerning our existing laws, no? Nevertheless, regardless of our opinion on how the Supreme Court is addressing questions of constitutionality which are being filed before them, let us always remember that the Supreme Court is the final arbiter in all issues concerning our existing laws, rules, decision, and that includes issues concerning the impeachment process. In other words, regardless of how I think And regardless of how you think, under a civilized society like ours, we should recognize that authority of the Supreme Court as the final arbiter.
So ma'am, ang impeachment court, dalawang presiding officer. Yung Chief Justice at saka yung Senate President. Eh, pinagpapaliwanag nga nung
The Chief Justice will be the presiding officer if the official being impeached is the President.
yep,
But this time,
Senate President lang.
the Senate President will preside because the impeachable official concerned is the Vice President.
So ma'am, may chance bang mangyari yung sinabi ng isang senador, Robin Padilla, sabi nga, tungkulin daw nila sa minorya na umopose. Kaya nga the opposition eh. Exactly yun ang kanyang words na ginamit. Pwede bang mangyari yun na magbotohan yung senador? Ayaw namin ng impeachment. Mas marami kaming umaayaw. Pwede bang mangyari yun?
So we respect Senator Robin Padilla, no? But in the absence of reason, of basis, why the impeachment court should not be convened, I think it will be very difficult to understand why they will move not to convene. Dapat ilatag muna nila ano bang dahilan. Eh, kung ang Supreme Court nga, to this date, they're not issuing TRO, they're not issuing an injunction, he should give us opportunity to hear first. Ano bang dahilan nyo why you are against convening the impeachment court? Because his reason, na just because they are opposition, they will be going against convening the impeachment court or going against the impeachment. That's very difficult to understand. This is a political exercise. What is at stake is the best interest of the sovereign Filipino people.
Medyo hindi ko narinig yung isang word na binanggit nyo. Ano binanggit nyo? We expect o we respect? Yung paliwanag ni Robin.
I respect Senator Robin, but his statement is quite difficult to understand in the absence of reason or basis why we should not proceed to convening the impeachment court.
Last week, sabi ng isang lawyer na resource person natin, he does not expect Sara Duterte to appear before the Senate. What do you think? Yeah.
Ako, I do not want to preempt whether she will appear or not. But if I were in her shoes, I will appear because this is my last opportunity to present my case. If I miss this opportunity, then I should anticipate the possibility of losing this case. Or in other words, receiving a judgment of conviction.
Sino ba harap sa na lawyers ni Sara?
I anticipate that the legal team she introduced before will be the same legal team who will be appearing this time. I think that's Fortuna Narvasa, along with Attorney Poa. That's what I see during their press conferences.
In February of this year, ma'am, the Vice President has announced her intent to run for President in 2028. Knowing fully yung nitty-gritty at nung kasong ito na kinakaharap niya, how will this impact her chances, ma'am, from your vantage point again?
Well, ako po naniniwala na malaki ang epekto nitong impeachment trial na ito on the possibility of the president, of the vice president, being elected in 2028. I think the issue now is whether she will be elected or not, because the fact of running has been pronounced already by her, no? I express my faith to the sovereign Filipino people that whatever will be the decision of the impeachment court, as a matter of fact, I believe that the proceeding in the Justice Committee already affected the position of the Filipino people on whether or not they will be supporting VP Sara for president, no? Yes, she has pronounced already her intention to run, but this is only my humble opinion that the proceeding before the Justice Committee, the evidence that they saw during the proceeding, what will happen in the plenary on Monday, and what will happen in the trial, even without conviction. Just the fact that the people were able to see the evidence. I think this have huge impact already on the chances of the president as to whether she will be elected or what.
Ma'am, nabanggit nyo rin kanina kasi na pinanood nyo yung corona trial. Nung naaalala, hindi nyo eksakto, pero portion lang. Kami po noon nakatutok noon kasi we are young enough din para inabot yung corona trial. Napansin po namin kapag yung mga private prosecutors ang nagsasalita, binabardagol ng mga senator judges to the point na hindi nga makapagsalita binubulabog, sabi ng mga Tagalog, binubulabog yung pagkasalita. So, lesson learned ba yun na pagka medyo yung usapin contentious ang patatayuin at magdedepensa yung congressman na prosecutor?
Well, kung ako if I will be part of this prosecution panel, siguro isa lang ang parameter ko, yung familiarity ng prosecutor to the ground, no? Regardless of whether he is a public or private prosecutor. And to your observation about Bardagulan, I think if that happens, with courtesy, I will be manifesting my observation that the questions being raised are no longer relevant to the impeachment case.